Already over the hood of this car. This car has not moved since like July. I don't know. July 3rd, 4th, or 5th. One or the other. I don't know. Something like that. Last time this car has moved. And I went on a long ride thinking about things. About people and my future and everything else. And things that went right and things that went wrong. And things that were out of my control. And there was a lizard dead in this garage. There's a lizard dead. That's really sad. That guy is dead. I think. I think he's dead in the garage. Wow, right there. Really? Right there, dead in the garage. That's sad. There was another one in a bucket that was dead, and now he's dead in here. So someone let him in, and he didn't make it. That's sad. Anyway, dead lizard. Another one. All the ones outside I think died. Tried to keep them going as best as I could, and I think they ran out of water. And I wasn't here to give them water. I forgot. So they died. Usually what does them in when they can't get water. So that's really unfortunate. I used to try to save them, but it was just too confusing. Actually, it was for a small amount of time, like literally a small amount of time. I mean, like overall, you could just say it's been minutes. I was talking to someone and they had a fear of those things. And I think a couple other people have fear of those things too. Which is dumb. Um, yeah, so I don't know. It was weird. But yeah, I have to go hide this before it gets thrown out again. Because my whole for sale thing gets messed up every fucking day when I leave. Shit gets thrown out. Try to explain this to someone. Oh, that's your UPS run number over there. I forgot about that. It's in the line. Oh man, I was talking for 7 minutes and I didn't even talk about anything. For real? Oh man. So now we gotta talk about what we were talking about. Hold on. So, we found whisk pliers, or whisk cutters, in a dumpster missing a lock. That's no big deal. Thank you for letting me know there's no audio. This phone has been so fucked up. I was doing UPS. They might call me again tomorrow, hopefully. They all say I'm a nice person and a good worker, opposed to everyone else who calls me a worthless piece of shit, or they don't call me. I don't know. Those are whisk pliers. I get Nipex. I got crimp pliers too in a dumpster, and I found rubber grips. Craftsman, rubber from the '90s. Rubber grips. But what we were saying was how people, um, this year alone, and this year's almost ended, but I don't really go by the years. I don't give a shit about what year it is and time, and I don't really care. Like I made a video of my Lego tree. I bought it a year ago, and then a year later, I was finally able to build it, and it was unfortunate. You could wish you could do things faster, but sometimes things get so crazy that you can only do so much. Some people understand it, some people don't. A lot of people will drop you if they don't get the results in X amount of time, whether it be a day, a week, a month, 6 months or something. They'll just totally blow you off, and they'll like think about other people. I'm not really like that. If someone really is cool, I will be patient and wait, but other people will not. I found this in a dumpster too. It's like brand new. It's a like electric outlet cover with the hardware, brand new. Threw it in a dumpster. This place is so wasteful. But anyway, um, people are just really nasty to me. They're really nasty. You could talk to people for like 6 minutes, and you think they're cool, and you're like, wow, they sounded like a nice person, this and that. They might show up. They might show up. They might meet me. They might offer me a position, whatever. So you're so excited for those 6 minutes, and then they just literally blow you off. Like, what the fuck did I do? It seemed like it was going okay. It seemed like it was a nice person. It seemed like there was something going there. There could have been an opportunity, but someone slammed the door. Is it me? Not really me. It's usually someone else. Usually someone else. So, all the people tell me that I'm a nice person and a good worker and I'm knowledgeable and a lot of shit that they don't know, I know, or I figure it out or notice it. So, online is kind of poo poo. Tried meeting people online. I should do a whole video of that. I actually tried doing that because I don't go out much. But the good advice from one person was, even if they turned out to be probably a piece of junk because they just did that ghosting, and what they do, they did the ghosting, and they might have even blocked me. I didn't even say anything bad. I didn't say anything bad, but I think they blocked me. Is that like they were so shallow to go tell me about something that they blocked me? I don't know. They just live right down the road, and every time I reached out, it was always an excuse on their end. One time we got actually close to actually something happening, but it was crazy here, and it started downpouring, and I was like, nah, it's just a bad day. I was kind of backlogged that day. They had a whole day the other day, and they refused to um, call or even tell me when I was actually ready that day and prepared. Totally blew me off that day. So I guess they just didn't care. Just didn't care. But anyway, yeah, sometimes you think people are cool just for a couple minutes, and they contact you, and then they're just not cool at all. Oh, I'll show up tomorrow, and this and they just sell you a load of shit, and you can either believe it or not. I don't really believe it from anyone, but I still try to be the best. Sometimes the best is the people that you don't freaking believe, but they come through anyway. Those are the best people. I've dealt with a couple of them. But yeah, anyway, was I saying that? I don't know. I gotta get out of here soon. I gotta my call tomorrow to do the package delivery shit. I'll be like I'll be lucky if I actually break even and I can have everything paid off with my little barely fucking income that I have. And hopefully it runs longer and they call me even after Christmas, hopefully. But they told me to go apply over there to Brown, and because I have a CDL, maybe I can get in even part-timer and I can be a yard dog and just move the trailers around because I got a CDL. I don't know, maybe that'll work out. Because then it's close and I can go to the scrap iron yard when I get off or beforehand. Because, you know, I collect like scrap metal and I can fill up the truck now in literally 20 minutes. Like every day, 20 minutes I can be empty and I can fill it up again in 20 minutes. So that can be supplemental income as well. So it might work out because the scrap iron yard's right next to it. And it makes my scrap run actually worthwhile. But yeah, hopefully that'll work. But yeah, everyone over there pretty much says I'm a nice person and knowledgeable and all the other stuff. And a lot of other people just call me a piece of shit and this and that, or the littlest things they'll just blow you off, or they'll never want to meet you or never want to consider you and whatever. And it actually upsets me. But a lot of people are going through it too, about how they're not chosen. But I don't know, I guess it's for, then I'm starting to understand, I guess it's for just a reason. You know, people are terrible to me. Companies are terrible to me. I guess it's just like a reason for that happening. And, you know, you just can't control it. So, yeah, we gotta do a whole video, though, about the whole people online shit, though. This in this last year and the shit I dealt with. It's unbelievable. I had one person that was sick, and I didn't really say anything for, like, I don't know, about 2 weeks or something. And then they were like, oh, no, blah, 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 blah. No. Okay. Everything is so fast and competitive now. And again, you will just not be chosen. So choose your own stuff in your own corner if you can. And then you will actually succeed in your own corner instead of reaching out to people and businesses and other things and whatever. I'm surprised UPS called, though. That was like a savior thing. I was least expecting it. I was like, they ain't gonna call. Look at the dead lizard over there. It died. It ran out of water, most likely. And it's very, very sad that another one has died. Very sad. It looks like it died recently. So, I should go bury him. Someone I talked to for about 6 minutes. Maybe actually a total of 12 minutes, maybe. I don't know. In a period of like, I don't know, 5 months or something. They had a fear of those things. And I was like, why? I think they used to kill them and stuff like that. I was like, why? Why are you scared of tiny lizards for? I don't know, apparently a lot of people are like that around here. The more you talk to people. I've talked to a lot of random people around here in the last more so in the last year than I have probably all the years I lived here. But yeah, nothing you can do about it. People see things in you, and you know, or they don't see it at all. They just don't want to choose you, and they want to deal with a crappy person instead. And just, nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do. Just don't think you're inferior. I sometimes get bummed out about it, and I did get bummed out about it multiple times this year. I did get bummed out about it. But, that's the Mighty Bowser. I ordered the Mighty Bowser on September 6th, didn't build it yet. It's over here, that's a really cool set. I'm starting to build Legos because I just have so much shit, and it's just like I have destroyed boxes and whatever. Next I'm going to work on the tow truck that got flooded. That'd be kind of cool. I'll work on that. Maybe we'll build it on Christmas or Christmas Eve. Should we build a Lego set on Christmas Eve like I used to? Maybe we'll build a tow truck on Christmas Eve. Maybe. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Maybe I will, actually. Because if I don't do it, it might be another year until I've been able to do it. And who knows? Yeah, we're just super behind on things, and some people would get upset when you were super behind. Oh, you don't have your act together, and it's that. No, there's too much going on. Too much going on. Crazy shit. Poor lizard died on the floor. Poor guy. Look at it. I feel sad. Right there in the open for me to see it. Maybe it was one I saved once, and then it went in the garage and it died. So save that guy a prayer right there, because he had to run in the garage, and someone didn't. I bet he ran in the garage too when Bozo had the weed whacker on here when I wasn't here, and there's all weed whacking shit all over the back of the car, like probably chipping the fucking back window and shit over here. All junk all over the damn thing. Even this is from the weed whacker shooting in here. So, you know, they just did more damage because all they can do is do damage because the brain is damaged. And probably the lizard ran in at the same time. So, that's why he's dead. So, you know, chain of events. But yeah, people are, I don't know, I don't read the Bible. I have no idea about Bible verses. Random people show up and they're like, Bible this, Bible that. I have no idea. I have no idea about it. So there's that. People are, I have a street Bible. That means to get by. To get by in life and be a good person, opposed to a piece of crap who just teases people or whatever, says this and says that, and they're never a person of their word, and they're too shitty to tell you yes or no. Too shitty. It's always something. It's always something. So there's that. This printer we're gonna have to throw out soon because it's just too big. There was a bigger one in the dumpster next door, but it got rained on about 6 times. Probably worked. It was a Lexmark. I just can't save everything. There was a huge fish tank in the trash. Couldn't get it. Probably like a 70-gallon. 60 to 70 gallon. I think it was bigger than a 50. Might have been an 80-gallon even. I think I had an 80-gallon. I sold it, not sure. You can tell by the dimensions, kind of. I didn't even measure it. It was just too heavy. Couldn't do it. The trash got it. Got destroyed. Might have leaked, maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, that's probably worth something. But yeah, people are sad. You know, don't believe anything everyone says anymore. You'll just change everything and stop responding, and you'll think that in some strange way that one day maybe they will respond or choose you, or this company will choose you, or that person will say hi again, but they won't. That's what the thing is. That's your wishful thinking because you're just a friendly old nice person, I guess. No one else is. They just don't care, and they never did, and they don't care. So I don't know. I guess all you could say is it's their loss. Their loss. You know, companies have denied me, even for fix-it jobs and this and that. You know, hire an idiot. Hire an idiot. They don't even want to. They don't even want to talk to you. You know, whatever is on your piece of paper or some shit. They don't even want to talk to you. That's it. It's funny. You know what's funny? Actually, 2024, I got 2 places. They fucking like near hired me on the spot just because they were talking to me, and I probably knew more than they did. Maybe. Like maybe in one place. Maybe in one place. Yeah, maybe. You know, compared to other people. Like they're like, oh yeah, wow, you know that? Yeah, yeah. Talk to talk, all this shit, using the correct terms and everything, and other people didn't. So that was that. And yeah. Nothing to do about it. I thought I had a smaller bucket in here. Maybe I didn't. Probably got thrown away or something. But yeah, it's funny. This is because they wanted to actually meet you, and boom, they saw it. You know, When I used to go run a tow truck, you know, people saw it. They saw it. I had talent at the truck, and they were like, "You shouldn't be working here. You should have your own truck." That's what I got told. I got told by random strangers. Or, wow, you did that a couple times, and it was like literally, I was doing it for a month. And I was like, no, I probably only did this about 6 times. I'm like, really? I'm like, yeah. 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 You know, people don't want to acknowledge it though. They want to be blind. They want to choose the piece of shit, and there's nothing you can do about it. So don't get upset about it. You can do it better. I wish I had the financial, I'm trying to sell and find as many buyers as I can. I lost out on some buyers this week because I had a regular job. But even those buyers that you may have had, who knows if they would have showed up or not. There's no guarantee that they will show up. So that's why online is better than local. What? Um, Trying to get rid of as much stuff as I can, as always. Just so I can have maybe that small little thing to go start something. It's hard these days. I did maybe find another trash route, thanks to UPS, which is cool, right down the road. And I'm probably gonna go back to where Wagon Guy used to live, like there's other streets. They built that place up. I was there on Saturday with the mansion houses. And, a lot of them are not gated, and I bet they threw out some fancy shit over there when they were all driving Range Rovers and Maseratis and stuff like that. They probably threw out some high-end stuff. So we'll figure that out. Sometimes the rich people don't throw out high-end stuff though, because they just like high-end. Like the car looks high-end, the house looks high-end, but everything else they have in the clothes are high-end. But they don't really own anything, so they don't really throw anything out but junk. They throw out Costco furniture, which is pretty cheap. But, nothing you can do about it when you're not chosen. That's all I can say. I have other stories though. I gotta tell you stories. I was also like aggravated with people's responses. I did leave like a couple of shitty reviews for companies that I applied for, and they just basically jerked me around as a warning to other people that are potentially applying to those companies, because I'll never apply to them again and reach out to them again, and because of how poorly I was treated. And I was thinking about other people and places that have done that to me, but it's kind of pointless. It's kind of pointless to even do that. So you won't. Oh, we gotta wrap up our air hose. That's from a week ago. We're like so backlogged, man. I tell you, when you get back in the darkness, it just messes everything up. Well, it's really not that bad, the UPS deal, because we're only, I don't know, what do we make? Get about like 7, sometimes 8 hours a day, and it starts late. I can't really the early ass start, which so many companies want you to do at 3, 4, 5 in the morning, all that shit, to go drive a truck or some shit. And I'm like, no, thank you. I would probably crash the truck that early. I would be aggravated and grumpy. One thing that pisses me off the most, I'll just do my secret, is me having to wake up early. I mean, at like a 5, 6, 7 in the morning, even 8 in the morning. I think it's too fucking early. And then immediately, like almost after that, get on the road and drive. I'm just not in the fucking mood to operate an automobile at that time. Usually, some days yes, rarely. Most days no. It depends on the situation at hand. Like I gotta get out early when it's like a disaster, and I'm out freaking like 6 in the morning. But there's a disaster and there's really nothing else to do. So, but other things, just it's so frustrating to have to do that every single fucking day. Get up, wake up, and the first thing you have to do is just drive a long distance with fucked up roads and not what I want to do. I'm more of an evening person. They actually tested me like that, I remember. years ago because the school system was like that too. They wanted you to go to school like the fucking like 5:30 in the morning, and yeah, that was just not ideal learning conditions, especially someone who is a slow learner. Not ideal at all. Um, because the state says that that's okay, because they want to pay their state employed teachers that because they want to get home or whatever to do whatever. But yeah. It's a bigger picture. There's, again, like I said, it's a surface level and there's a deeper meaning to about everything. And the more you think about that with everything, it's weird. So, anyway, we gotta get out of here because we probably gotta go back tomorrow, which is cool. Maybe we'll get another $100. You know, every $100 counts. And hopefully something sells on eBay. Hopefully. Hopefully. We sold mats the other day. We sold a thermostat, which I probably should have kept if I ever had a house. But we sold that. I'll buy a new one if I ever have a house. With a warranty. I don't know. Didn't even go around the corner and look for scrap before. Yeah. Hopefully, things will pick up. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just lost for words because, like, literally everything I fucking tried in the last year, it was just bummer, 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 bummer. Then out of the blue, we get a freaking phone call. I thought that wasn't even gonna work out, and then we get a good route. It's like, wow, wasn't expecting that. Two good routes actually. We were on very good routes. So then they tell you you're like an excellent person. It's like even more funny because the other people they dealt with are crap, and they wouldn't listen. So, yeah, people don't see it though. It's their loss. That's all you can say. Their loss. People don't want to deal with you. They want to deal with another piece of shit. You know, let them go deal with it. It's their decision. You know, they want to hire another piece of shit. Let them go hire that piece of shit. Their decision. Okay? So, you can't control it. You can't control it. I tried chasing, you know, that chasing shit, like banging on doors, this and that, harassing people. I tried all that. Guess what? Still here. Didn't work. Didn't work. Will I do it again? Never gonna do it again. So, anyway, we'll talk about this more. I'm actually feeling okay about it. I wasn't actually affecting me with all the no's. No matter how hard I try, I was just getting roadblocked and stonewalled, and then people literally stopped responding. This is real shit. Real shit. You know, it's another shit move when people call you and you don't leave a message. I don't know why that is. Should you even call people back when I do that? I think it's a red flag, really. When people call you and they don't leave a message. And then they won't call you again. I don't know. Anyway, I'll say that I've probably been blocked by some people just by contacting them because they were too shitty to tell you no, I guess. Too shitty to they couldn't say that in their shallow little mind. No. They would rather just torture you and keep you in limbo and just stop responding and this and that. It's very, very messed up and cruel. So yeah, I wouldn't thank those people though for doing that to me and letting me experience that pain and suffering and big upset for months and months and months. Because now we learned. So, anyway, back on it tomorrow. Who knows? That'd be cool though. If anything works out, like I said, we're gonna go over there and see if we can drive the yard dog. Drive the yard dog and move the trailers. If anything, we'll get very good experience at backing trailers, which is excellent if you want to be pro in the transportation industry. I was pro at backing cars, so I'll get pro at backing trailers. If they give you a chance. If doesn't it suck though that people choose someone else except for you? I don't know. Kind of sucks.